Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel for, what is it, week 9 already? We're almost halfway through the entire regular season. It's already flying by. We are in week 9 already. I want to thank a special guest for joining us for another year of the weekly predictions. Huge shout out to Cartman in the Discord chat, but his real name is Nicholas. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am pretty good. As a Steelers fan, I'm a little distressed, but overall, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know how you're feeling, but if you want to let off a little steam, the floor is yours.
Oh, we need Father Colin ASAP. I cannot go 2 years with him being my head coach. Playing up back-to-back 30-point games with Joe Flacco being one of them. Yeah, nah. And I just saw a Instagram post actually that he said there will be no changes to the defense.
Is that right?
Yep.
So he's not going to fire Austin. He's not going to turn over play calling duties or anything?
No, he said there are no chances of him doing anything different with the defense.
Wow, man. I can't believe he watches his defense perform the way that they did the last 2 weeks, and he thinks that nothing should change.
Can't believe all is not the same thing I saw 5 weeks ago. Last year. Is that same team? Is that same defense? Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. I mean, to the two of us here, and I'm probably sure to the people listening, there's no shock to any of it. It's just more so a little bit of frustration and just at some point, is there ever going to be any change? I don't know if that's going to happen this week because we got the Indianapolis Colts. I don't want to jump ahead because that's about halfway through our predictions here. But I don't know about you, man. The Colts, I'm shocked by what they're doing. I don't think anybody had them being 7-1 with Daniel Jones as their quarterback on their bingo card this year. And if they did, either one, give me the script, or two, you're lying.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
But they got a good head coach, huh?
Shane Steichen, and he has had the Steelers' number.
Mm-hmm. And he was a good head coach with Jalen Hurts. I think that was the year that they went and won the Super Bowl.
Absolutely, yeah.
They lost, I think. They either won or they lost by 3 by the Chiefs. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the one they lost, and he became the Colts head coach. And we've faced the Saints the last couple years, and we used to own the Colts every year. They haven't beat us since 2008, but that was up until I think 2023. And then it's been kind of the same story with the Colts the last 2 years, and it might not change this time around. Hopefully, that's not the case, but my expectation and my hope is not very high for this week.
Not mine either.
Considering that the Ravens won their game last week versus the Bears with Snoop Huntley starting, and they're expected to get Lamar Jackson back, and they got a cake game this week facing the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night. So it's potentially looking like the Steelers could lose again, and the Ravens will win, meaning they're going to inch their way closer to a potential comeback. Ravens versus the Dolphins to start off week 9, Thursday night football. Your prediction, sir?
If Lamar plays, I got the Ravens. But I don't know. I don't have no hope in Miami being the Ravens, so I'm going to go Ravens.
Yeah, I don't think. Miami did good against the Falcons, and maybe that was just because Kirk Cousins was starting. But, it's like Miami's going to get that one good game out the way, but Miami is Miami at the end of the day, man. Nothing's really going to change. I think they still got to tear everything down. And against the Ravens, this is the perfect game for them to keep collecting wins since they just came back from the bye. So, yeah, give me the Ravens as well. As we turn to Sunday action, speaking of AFC North, we got the Bears, who just lost to the Ravens. Now they go to Cincinnati. Can they finally get a win here?
I think they do. I think they upset Cincy. The Bears ain't bad. They got a good team. They don't have the all-round pieces on the defense and offense. But they have the team to be able to beat the Bengals right now without Joe Burrow. I think the Bears will do it.
I agree. I'm going to go Bears. I mean, yeah, the Bengals beat us, unfortunately. And then, of course, they lost to the Jets, where they allowed 39 points to the Jets, which is unbelievable. And, I think the Bears are going to get back in the win column. They're going to want to get their win back. And against a Bengals defense that is very bad and incredibly suspect, I think the Bears are going to bounce back here. I think Caleb and company have a good showing. I think they get back on their hat trick. I think they definitely get a good win here, do the Bears. Moving forward, man, we have an NFC North matchup, divisional game. The Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. I don't know who is starting for the Vikings. Is McCarthy going to be back? Because Wentz is out the rest of the year. But what's your prediction?
I go the Lions. They look bad week 1, but they've been looking good the past weeks. And I just don't think the Vikings will be able to. After what I saw at LA, the Chargers did to them, I don't think they beating the Lions.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Vikings, their last win was against the Browns, and that was 3 weeks ago. They're on two-game losing streak, and the Lions are looking really hot. You know, there was a lot of question marks coming into this season about coordinator changes and everything. They're 5-2, and they're coming off a very good win versus the Bucs, and now they got the Vikings. Yeah, I think they're going to get the divisional win here due the Lions. Moving forward, man, staying with the NFC North, we got the Packers hosting the Carolina Panthers. Packers are looking hot. Could Panthers put up a fight? It's in Lambeau. It's going to be tough. But what's your prediction?
You know, the Panthers actually they haven't looked too bad. They have like ups and downs, but they are 4-4 right now. And the Packers ain't too good either. They obviously did beat us. But that because Mike Thomas sucks. So I'm going to go with the upset and go with the Panthers in Lambeau.
Wow, I actually like that because yeah, you're right. The Panthers are 4-4, and they're a little scrappy. You know, they're not a team that's going to just lay down and take a awful loss. They did recently with the Bills, but it is the Bills. With the Packers, yeah, you're right. They did beat us, but I still have the same sentiment about the Packers. I still think they have some issues where they play down the competition a little bit, and I feel like this is going to be one of those games, especially at Lambeau. Either way, I'm still going to go Green Bay. I do love your prediction of an upset because any given Sunday, Green Bay did lose to the Browns in week 2, or was it week 3? Either way, they lost to the Browns earlier, so I'm not ruling out the Panthers here, but my prediction is that Green Bay wins 4 straight. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are just awful, man. I don't think they stand a chance here.
Yeah, in Tennessee, I don't think the LA did lose to the Giants, but I don't think they lose into the Titans. And so I gotta go LA here. I just don't see them losing the game.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are looking pretty good. The Titans are 1-7. I know they fired Brian Callahan. They got Mike McCoy as their interim guy. They're still on a 3-game losing streak, and there's no reason to think that they're going to find any much further success this season. While the Chargers, they got a dominant win versus the Vikings last week on Thursday night. Give me the Chargers. I think they get another dominant victory here for sure. Atlanta at New England. How about New England, man? I mean, Michael Penix might be back for this one, but how about New England? 5 straight wins. What's your prediction?
I like Mike Vrabel. All he has. I thought he was a good head coach. I wish we would have fired Tomlin and got him, but we didn't. So I got New England. I got Drake May won in New England and won that game away from the Falcons.
Yeah, I think New England's just too hot right now. Drake May is really slinging the football. He's showing himself that he is a top passer in the league and is getting dark horse MVP votes. That's how good Drake May is right now. Kayshon Boutte stepping up, making plays. Same thing with Diggs. I think they got to get Henderson involved more in the ground game. But even still, 5 straight wins. I think they make it 6. I think they get a good win here in Foxborough versus the Atlanta Falcons. We all thought that, the era of New England is finally over. And here they do. Not even 3-4 years after Brady left, they find their next guy in Drake May. And it seems like they're going to win 6 straight. I think their last loss was to the Steelers. Now they're looking to win 6 straight. It's pretty impressive for the Patriots, man. They're a young team.
So you can't finish what you were saying. My bad.
No, I just think the unfortunately again the Patriots are on the up and up. I don't know about you.
They found the head coach Mike Vrabel. I can't believe Titans fired Mike Vrabel. He didn't really had nothing to work with in Tennessee. But now he in New England, and he had a good quarterback and a good defense and a good offense. And look what he's doing with New England. So, yeah, I think they found the next crucial head coach.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Mike Vrabel just looks and performs and acts like a New England head coach, doesn't he? Obviously, he played New England. He played under Belichick for a little bit. You're right. The Titans definitely messed up firing him. They had their best years under Vrabel, and he took that 1 year off from being a head coach, was a senior assistant for the Browns, and of course, the Patriots picked him up. It's a complete fit, and there's no surprise that the Patriots are actually doing better. I didn't think they were going to be 6-2 at this stage, but I figured the Patriots were definitely going to be a lot better under Vrabel. Vrabel is just one of those guys. He's a defensive-minded head coach, but he's a damn good one. I think he'll be up there with like McDermott or a Mike McDonald. You know, those are the top defensive head coaches in the league. Vrabel is definitely up there. So yeah, shout out to Vrabel for sure.
We can't put my comment up there for what he's been doing in the past.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. I was trying to stay away from it.
In Pittsburgh. We need to get a chant going in Pittsburgh for Fire Comment. That's the only way we change it going to happen. We have to get a chant going out in Pittsburgh. Once we get that going, we might see a change. But until then, he ain't leaving.
No, you're absolutely correct. And that's the unfortunate reality of the situation here. I don't know if I'm hoping it eventually gets to that stage, you know, very similar to the Fire Canada chants that we were seeing.
That's how we got Canada out. So it worked for Canada. Do it to Tomlin now. Or don't go to your games. Like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to see no Steelers fan games. But if we have to, if we got protests, we might have to.
You know what they say, hit them where it hurts. I mean, that's the only way that Art Rooney II, or we like to call Art the Clown, is going to be able to do anything, right? Is, you know, his hands got to be forced. But moving forward, let's get to the San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants. Poor Scadaboo is hurt and out, I think, the rest of the year. The injury didn't look good.
He did locate ankle.
That sucks, man. That really sucks because he was having a good run.
He was a really good rookie running back. Fifth round pick, too.
It's amazing he fell that far, right?
Mm-hmm. We should have took him. Shit. Caleb Johnson.
Where is he?
Look good in the preseason. I know. He looked good in preseason. Bro lose the game against, who was that? The Seahawks? He did that?
That was the Seahawks, yes.
Yes. But, if I gotta go out of the 49er Giant, I like Jackson Dog. He's shown that he can compete with the big dog. He beat Philadelphia, but then he lost him again. But that divisional game. I going with an upset here. I'm going with the Giants 2-6 being the 5-3 49ers.
Wow, I mean the 49ers did lose to the Texans, and the Texans really did need that win. So yeah, I don't want to roll out the Giants here, especially since they're at home. I think they're going to really rely on Tyron Trace, who had a good rookie year last year. We know what Jackson Dart can do with his legs and with his arm. He doesn't have nabbers, but he's connecting with his targets. He's getting them down the field. I'm still going to take San Francisco here. It's just hard to see the Niners lose 2 straight. I don't know if Purdy's going to be back at this time, but it seems like at this point, Mac Jones is playing too good that Purdy can really just wait as long as he needs to. And McCaffrey is looking good. And, you know, at some point, they're going to get Brandon Ayuk back. I feel like it's going to be a matter of weeks until he gets back, which is going to be a big plus for them. I think San Francisco becomes 6-3 here with a victory. Now we get into the Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Your prediction?
Oh, I'm taking a blowout. Colts are blowing us away. And we have winning the game. I don't know how we do. I don't know what Mike Tomlin put out of his fucking play sheet. I don't see a winning. I don't see a stopping JT. I don't see a making anything wrong with Danny Dimes, let me say. And our offense is not that good. It's still the same old Steelers offense. And the defense is the same old defense. And I don't see we thought the Packers game was going to be close in the Bengal game. This game going to be way worse. And I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be real with you. I am not feeling confident about this game whatsoever. Stan Steichen has beaten us his first 2 years as Colts head coach. We used to have the Colts number. They've beaten us 2 straight years. It seems like it's going to be 3. They're 7-1 with Daniel flipping Jones. And I think that's a testament to how good of a coach Stan Steichen is, that they literally had Daniel Jones come in and compete with Anthony Richardson. Daniel Jones beat him out, and he has thrown 13 touchdowns to 3 picks, over 2,000 yards. Tyler Warren is a stud of a tight end. Michael Pittman's a really good receiver. Alec Pierce is one of the best deep threats in the game. And how could I forget about Jonathan Taylor, who is 150 yards away from 1,000, and we're in week 9 already. And my man has had 14 touchdowns this year. 14, 12 on the ground, 2 through the air. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is he's a freak. He's having kind of like the Shady season that Shady had last year. I'm not feeling good about this. I'm not. So I'm going to go Colts. It would be the most Steelers thing to do to lose 2 straight and then beat the Colts and somehow get a very ugly victory. It would be the most Mike Tomlin Steelers thing to do. I just think the Colts are too hot right now to surrender one. So, yeah, give me the Colts, unfortunately.
If you all watch that Packer game, you saw what Tucker Crap did to us. Imagine what Tyler Warren going to do to us.
Yeah, that's a huge fear.
We couldn't stop Kraft. We didn't stop him roaring. Like, no, I don't know. But it is, like you said, Mike Tomlin thing to do to somehow get a win on a team that nobody think we will beat.
I mean, it's kind of like that formula. It's that typical Steelers cycle that we're kind of used to, right? Is, we go through the same stuff that we're pretty, numb to, and then out of nowhere we get this quote unquote upset or surprise victory against a really solid team, a very good team. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want us to lose. I just don't feel very good about this game. I think the Colts are too hot right now. They are arguably the best team in the league. And I think that's a real testament to what Taylor's doing and what Steichen is doing as a head coach. I feel like they're really starting to find their stride. I feel like the offense, I will say this, I think the Steelers offense can definitely get things going against that Colts defense. That defense is a little suspect. Their linebackers aren't good in coverage. Their secondary has some issues. However, if the defense doesn't step up, if the defense keeps allowing what they've been allowing the last 2 weeks, it's going to be a loss. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and won the ball with Jalen freaking Warren. Like, stop giving Gainwell touches. If it's working, you don't stop what is working against a team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Feed Warren the ball.
He won the ball with his head down. He take the hits like he should. He by far the best back that we had since Le'Veon Bell, I think. I want to say he better than Najee.
Yeah, I would probably agree. Yeah, I mean, it's Le'Veon Bell is a pretty high bar because Bell in his prime was just easily the best running back in the league. But yes, Jalen Warren. Yeah. The more Warren gets the ball, the better this team's going to perform, and the more good things are going to happen. In fact, he might be the key to victory here because he's how you kill the clock. He's how you rest the defense. He's how you keep a guy like Taylor off the field. Is you use Warren. That should be the game plan. That should be the methodical presence that the Steelers offense has. Is feed Warren, use him a lot, and I think you use him in this game, you might stand a chance. But we'll see. We got the Denver Broncos at the Houston Texans. Houston's not looking good right now, while the Broncos are looking pretty hot. They had a great comeback versus the Giants. They won last week versus the Cowboys. What's your prediction?
Denver. They just blew out Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and it wasn't close. I don't think that Houston had a chance here. They haven't been good all year. I don't know what happened. They were good last year, and now they just fell off. So yeah, I going Denver and Houston beating the Texans.
I just checked the Broncos, schedule. I didn't realize they were on a 5-game win streak. They're looking that good right now. So, I mean, the Texans, they're 3-4. They really need wins because, like that division and the conference, they need wins bad. Like these are the games they need to win. These are the conference matchups, and they got to get closer up to that division ranking. They need a win very bad in this one. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't want to roll out an upset because maybe the Texans could do it. But I think Denver, 5 straight wins. Their defense is looking pretty hot. Bo Nix is finally starting to get some things together. We all know what JK can do. JK's having a really good season this year. Yeah, give me Denver in this one. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Las Vegas Raiders. This should be not much to get excited for, but what's your prediction?
I think the game going to be good. It's going to be a back and forth game, I think. Not going to be super high scoring, but the team are both ain't the great. They both are mid-tier teams. And honestly, I think if just Alshon can get going the game, I think the Raiders win. So I am going to go with the upset in LA and Las Vegas is going to beat Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville is just one of those teams this year where, they look good. They had a good little stretch. And recently, they've kind of let up. They've lost 2 straight. Versus the Raiders, I mean, I don't think they can surrender another loss here considering that division. They can't allow the Texans to come back. But, the Raiders, they're 2-5. So with that being said, I don't think the Raiders are going to get another victory here. I think the Jags are going to get their win back. They're going to get back in the win column. They're going to try to get back on that win streak in that division. Give me the Jags here. I mean, the Raiders, like you said, if you use Genty, if you can get Jacoby Myers involved in this one, maybe raise his stock a little bit before that trade deadline, then perhaps they could walk away with one of those upsets at home. But I like Jacksonville's matchup in this one. I think ETN could have another good game. You got to give Brian Thomas the ball. Yeah, I think Jacksonville takes the win here. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints, who are starting Tyler Shook, his first career start. However, he has to go all the way to Los Angeles to face the Rams, man. What's your prediction?
I don't see Tyler Shook beating LA. In LA, yeah. I don't see that happening. So I am for sure going to the Rams here. And I don't think it's going to be close. I don't think that offense would be good for him starting for a 4th time. So I don't see the New Orleans Saints doing good. So I'm going to LA.
Yeah, actually, the Rams spread is 13.5 points. I mean, that's how favored they are. I think they're the most favored team in all week so far. Yeah, I don't think Tyler Shook's going to look good. I don't think the Saints are going to look good. I do agree with you. I think this is definitely going to be a blowout victory by the Los Angeles Rams. I think Shook is going to have a very rough welcome to the league. Give me the Rams. I don't know if they get Puka back or when they're going to get Puka back, but I mean, it seems like Matthew Stafford is just eating right now. He threw 5 touchdowns versus the Jags their last time they played, and they didn't even have Puka, which is very impressive. I think that goes to show you what Stafford is doing this season. So yeah, give me the Rams for sure in this one. Moving forward, we have what is definitely going to be America's Game of the Week. We got the Kansas City Chiefs heading to the Buffalo Bills. We got Mahomes and Allen. Once again, this might be a preview of the AFC Championship for all we know. These games are always intense. These games are always must-see. This will be the most viewed game all weekend, no doubt. What is your prediction, sir?
Everyone might think I'm crazy on this one, but yes, Mahomes had Josh Allen number. Andy Reid had the Bills number. But I think Buffalo looked better this year. They had lost some. They had lost a game where they should have won for sure. But I hope in Josh Allen, and I think in Buffalo, I think they're going to pull this out with a victory over Kansas City's Chiefs. Even though I hate the Chiefs, I live in Kansas City. I hate hearing them. Oh, I can't go another week with hearing Chief fans the taunt. So I am going with a Buffalo here. I hope they win. Do I think they will win? I think they have a chance. If they play a good team, a good game, they will win. And the past 2 games, I think, have been very close, coming down to the wire in Arrowhead and in Buffalo. So I'm going Buffalo here.
Yeah, this is a tough call. This is a legitimate coin flip because the Bills they started the season hot 4-0. They lost 2 straight to the Patriots and Falcons. Then they blew out the Panthers, so they're back on track here. Then they got the Chiefs, which clearly is going to have playoff implications already because depending on who wins this game, it could determine the number 1 seed. And the Chiefs are 5-3. They've won 3 straight. I think this game is very important already this season for both teams. I'll be real with you. I think the lack of a wide receiver 1 is really hurting Josh Allen. I think it's really going to hurt him in this game. I don't know if that defense of the Bills can keep up with what Mahomes is doing, and they got Rashee Rice back, and he's looked good the last 2 weeks. I just don't think that Josh Allen himself is going to be able to do everything to keep up with the Chiefs' firepower. Now, James Cook had an incredible game last week, so Probably they're going to rely on his legs and his speed and what he's doing and his momentum. But I still think that the lack of firepower in the passing game might hurt them. And I think that's been Buffalo's issue for a while now. And against the Chiefs, I think it's going to cost them. I hate to do it. I'm going to go Kansas City, but believe me, after that Steelers and Colts game, I am going to be a huge Buffalo Bills fan because I do not want to see the Chiefs win this weekend. I don't, especially versus the Bills. Everybody, America is rooting for Buffalo. So go Buffalo, but I'm going to go Chiefs reluctantly. I'm going to go the Chiefs.
Go Bill Mafia. Let go.
That's right. I'll have the breakaway table ready in the living room in case anything crazy happens. Don't worry. Sunday Night Football. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Washington Commanders. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to be back, but Lord knows they need him. The Commanders are 3-5, dude. They're not looking good. They've lost 3 straight. They badly need a win, but they face a hot Seattle team. What's your prediction, Nick?
I am going to go with the Seahawks. I think Terry McLaurin got hurt again. He reactivated that claw energy and that he had that put him out for 4 weeks. So I don't know if he going to be playing, and I don't think Daniels is coming back this week. So I got Seattle.
Yeah, all's not looking good for the Commanders right now. It really is not. And yeah, according as of 19 hours ago, McLaurin said after Monday night's loss to the Chiefs that his quad is all right and he'll take it day by day. So yeah, it's not looking good. You know, the Commanders had that crazy, unbelievable season with Daniels, and they went to an NFC Championship game. They're still trying to find that sort of lightning in the bottle energy or luck. It's not looking good for them. They're at home. To be 3-6 potentially after week 9, it's going to be hard to come back, especially with all the injuries they're suffering. Give me Seattle. Seattle's looking too hot right now. Mike McDonald is leading that team. Jackson Smith and Jimbo's having one of the best seasons of a wide receiver so far. Sam Darnold, bro. It's crazy to me that a guy like Sam Darnold did good with the Vikings last year and is living up so far to the contract that he signed, man. So, yeah, give me Seattle. I think Seattle gets a win to close out the Sunday action. While we move on to Monday, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys. This should be good. If Arizona and Kyler Murray, if he plays, if not, then Jacoby Brissett. If Arizona wants to step up, this could be a barn burner game. What's your prediction?
I'm going to be going with. I don't think the Dak and CD are going to take. They're not going to lose again after losing that bad. And I don't think Dallas is wanting to lose again because they fighting for a playoff spot. They lose a game, this could most definitely help them to make the playoffs because they got to play the Eagles one more time, and I think they still got to play the Giants. So I definitely going with the Cowboys in this one over Arizona.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those coin tosses as well because both defenses are very suspect. We all know that when they're on point, both offenses can really step up to the plate. Obviously, Dak and the Cowboys offense has been one of the more hot and fired offenses with the addition of Pickens and what he's been doing. Now CD's back. Shout out to Javonte Williams having a great season. Jake Ferguson. They got the firepower. The problem is their defense. Their linebackers suck. Their secondary is overrated. Matt Eberflus is an awful defensive coordinator. That defense sucks. So, and that was their issue last week versus the Broncos. And they have a losing season because of that defense. If their defense was just half decent, they might be above 500. They might not have tied with the Packers. They might have won at least an additional 2 or 3 games. That defense is just not reliable. However, the Cardinals have lost 5 straight, dude. And Kyler might be back, but even still, I don't know if that's going to be enough because Dallas's firepower is just going to be a little too much for the Cardinals, I think. And I don't know if even if Kyler gets back healthy, if he's going to be healthy enough to keep up with what Dallas can offer on offense. So, yeah, give me Dallas in this one at home, and then they could go 4-4-1. But that is our Week 9 predictions. Another full week of NFL action. Hopefully it's a lot better than Week 8. I don't know about you, but all, if not every game or the majority of the games I've seen last week for Week 8 were mostly blowouts. There was not really any games to really enjoy. I feel like the end of the Jets and the the Bengals was a little entertaining, but that's the extent of my excitement for last Sunday. So I'm hoping week 9 is a lot better than week 8. But Cartman, Nicholas, thank you so much for joining us for another year of the predictions. Always great to have you on. Anything else you want to say before we get on out of here?
Oh, thank you for having me on. Go Steelers. Hopefully we can and we do pull out the win. I'll be surprised. But at the end of the day, nothing will change. The season, that season, and the following season, 2027, are going to be all the same until we fire Mike Tomlin. I would keep saying that until we do.
Don't worry, the sign's going back up, and I share the same sentiments with you, brother. I really do. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on as always. We do greatly appreciate it. And for you guys listening, let us know your guys' predictions down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Peace.